So, boys and girls, in last video we talked about Newton's first law. We said that if the summation of forces or the net force, the resultant force equal to 0, object at rest will remain at rest. Object that in motion, it will continue to move with constant velocity. Then we might ask, what happened if the net force, the resultant force, is exerted on an object? Kalau sekarang the summation of forces, the net force, is not equal to 0, kita wujud net force dalam yang bertindak ke atas objek tu, apa akan jadi kepada pergerakan kita pula? So, if the summation of force is not equal to 0, what will happen to the motion? So this net force will causes the change in the object velocity. So the object velocity will changes. So the object velocity will changes. So if you recall our concept we learned in topic 3 about momentum. So velocity can relate with momentum. So when there is a change in velocity, it means that we have a change in momentum. So we have a change in momentum. Okay, so when the momentum change, when the velocity change, the velocity might be increasing or decreasing. So, kalau velocity change, in other words, kita boleh kata kita ada acceleration. So, it means that it will causes acceleration. So, if the summation of forces acting on an object is not 0, tak sama dengan kosong, then we find out that it will causes acceleration. Benda ni kita panggil sebagai Newton's second law. Newton's second law. So according to Newton's second law, the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the net force. Is proportional to the net force. So I rewrite dekat sini. So how large is the change of momentum? In other words, how large is the change of the velocity of the object? Actually is proportional to the net force. The net force of exert on an object. So, kalau you ingat change of momentum, so I put it in a more simple way for you. So, change of momentum mesti ialah momentum final minus momentum initial, mv minus mu, over massa, so I put it time. So, summation force, the mass is the same, objek tu, untuk satu objek mass dia constant, so saya factorizekan dia. Then class, if you notice, this one, V minus U over T, V minus U over T actually is, if you refer to the kinematic equation, so, V minus U over T adalah acceleration. Here come the famous equation in Newton's second law. So, in Newton's second law, we have this famous equation. Summation force equal to MA. So, if there is a net force exert on an object, it will cause the object to accelerate. So, net force akan menyebabkan objek accelerate. So, the acceleration is proportional to the net force. Is proportional to the summation of the force exerted on the object. Kalau net force kita besar, then it will cause greater acceleration lah. Kalau summation force kita kecil, nilai net force kita kecil, then acceleration yang dihasilkan pun adalah kecil. So, ikut Newton's second law, kalau summation force kita tak sama dengan kosong, we have net force, then the object will accelerate. The object will accelerate. So, keywords untuk apply Newton's second law ialah object accelerate, or we have unbalanced force. Our net force is not equal to 0. we have resultant force acting on the object. So kalau ada keywords macam ni, kita faham situasi tu adalah refer kepada Newton's second law. And then class, untuk memudahkan kita apply Newton's second law ni, so my suggestion, bila anda menyelesaikan soalan, kita akan identify dulu the direction of acceleration, then we always take the force in the direction of acceleration minus the force that opposite to the acceleration, then we equal to ma. So we equal to ma. Itu adalah suggestion tips lah untuk tulis ataupun apply Newton's second law.